Here's the latest in our special series, Profit from Pandemic. And it's not just monetary profit that we've been focusing on. Individuals, companies, governments, they're seeking to profit from this crisis in many ways. Some are after glory, some want big money, and some others want to find the vaccine first and hoard it. We told you how Russia, China and Iran have been accused of stealing vaccine research. In India, a company has been accused of overcharging for a medicine. The company in question is Pharma. It sells an antiviral drug called FabiFlu, a potential cure for the Wuhan virus. The drug regulator of India has sent a notice to Pharma. The issue came up after a member of parliament wrote a letter to the health minister. The letter claims the cost proposed by Glenmark is definitely not in the interest of the poor, the lower middle class and middle class people of India. Now here's the math. Glenmark says a patient must take 122 FabiFlu tablets over a period of 14 days. Until last week, a single FabiFlu tablet cost 103 Indian rupees. So the total cost of treatment would run up to 12,500 rupees. India's per capita income is pegged at 1,20,000 rupees. So for most Indians, a full course of FabiFlu will cost nearly 10% of their annual income. For the poor, FabiFlu could be out of reach. Last week, Glenmark cut the price to 75 rupees per tablet. That's a little more than $1. Now, the government has asked the company to explain the cost structure. The first impact of all of this was seen on Glenmark's share price. The stock dropped today. Meanwhile, thousands of kilometers away, Boris Johnson is trying to boost his stock with Britishers. The British Prime Minister is busy signing agreements, laying claim to potential vaccines. He has secured 90 million doses of two vaccines, 60 million doses of the French Valneva vaccine and 30 million doses of the German Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. The UK already has an agreement in place to get 100 million doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. That's a total of 119 million doses, which is a lot of pre-orders for a country that has barely 66 million people. So why is the UK doing this? Before we answer the question, let's make one thing clear. At this point in time, there is no vaccine. We don't have a vaccine that has been accepted. Now, the question is, why are rich countries investing millions of dollars in vaccines that may or may not work? The answer is self-interest. The UK's Business Secretary Alok Sharma's comments make it amply clear. He said, and I quote, "We're doing everything we can to ensure the British public get access to a safe and effective coronavirus vaccine as soon as possible." So these deals are basically to make sure that British citizens get the vaccine much before the rest of the world. There is another reason for this pre-order madness. Unlike the Oxford vaccine or the Pfizer vaccine, the French Valneva vaccine is not a front-runner. Why then is the British government ready to partner with this company? Valneva has its factory in Scotland, you see. The vaccine from this factory will reach British citizens first. Boris Johnson wants a monopoly over this vaccine. And he's even ready to fund clinical trials and the expansion of the factory. It's a textbook case of what we call vaccine nationalism. The UK is not the only country doing this. The US is equally guilty of monopolizing access to vaccines and cures. In the month of June, the US bought all the remdesivir doses available in the world, more than 500,000 doses, the entire stock of the drug maker Gilead for the months of July, August and September. It is one of the few drugs that seems to have shown promise against the Wuhan virus. And that's not all. Novavax and AstraZeneca have each got more than $1 billion in funding. This is in exchange for quick delivery of millions of doses of the vaccine. What do these stories tell you? Pharma companies are going after profits, and rich countries are looking after their self-interest. This is turning into a nexus between big pharma and governments.